Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Episode 7. Don't call it a podcast. Artist Spotlight. And I'm here with another one of my dogs. One of my good friends. A1 since day one, you hear me? Artist. Entertainer. Brand owner. And all around dope ass nigga. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let him do it. Let these people know who you are, man.
Yo, it's the kid, this old dude, artist, curator, designer, musician, father,
Come on,
uncle. I'm a lot of things. I'm a lot of things out here now. I'm a lot of things.
Let them know. Let them know, man. Well, it's great to have you, man. Great to sit down with you. Let the people know where you from, bro.
I am from Chicago, raised in Atlanta. You got to say them both. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing.
You got to say it all in one.
You know what I mean? Born in Chicago, raised in Atlanta. So you're going to hear the country in my voice, my dialect. I say things. I can't shake that country, that y'all, that, you know what I mean? That southern drawl, I can't shake it.
So you can't shake that shit.
I'm a city boy, though. I'm a city boy. Don't get it twisted. I'm a city boy. I may live outside of the city currently, but I'm a city boy. You know what I'm saying? Born in Chicago. So, that's in my soul.
That's what's up, man. So, is it from Chicago by way of Atlanta?
Yeah, it's from Chicago by way of Atlanta. It's the official.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from Chicago. There's no way around that. I'm from Chicago. I'm from the city. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
You know what I mean? I got ties South Side, West Side. So, in my music and my artistry, I made that's one of my things, my go-tos, my ad-libs, so to speak, South Side, West Side. Because, I got South Side roots and West Side, ties as well.
So, when did you start doing music?
I've been doing music all my life, but I officially put out my first release in 2015.
Dope.
So, that was my first official release, but I've been doing it all my life, you know what I'm saying?
Dope. Yeah. You said 2015?
2015 was the first release. I put out the record Pro Black. That was my first official release.
That's your first official release?
That's my first official release. I put out a single first, and then the next year, because I want to say I dropped that single in maybe it was towards the end of the year, maybe October, December, some shit like that. I don't know, but it was 2015, and then I dropped the album the next year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope. Growing up in your musical journey, what were some of your biggest influences?
Yo, I got mad influences.
Man.
Because I'm from Chicago by way of Atlanta.
Right.
You know what I mean? It goes from Do or Die, Twister, Crucial Conflict, all the way from Lil Jon, Usher,
right.
Ludacris. I go from mad Chicago to Atlanta.
Right.
So I really have both. I mean, in New York, don't get me wrong, New York, I do have some New York influences as well, like Nas.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I was always more of a Common fan, like Common, Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely Kanye. I love Kanye. Kanye's so dope,
on,
bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Kanye's goated. So I love Ye.
Shout out Ye. That's one of the biggest monsters of the Midway. You know what I'm saying? So man, shout out Ye.
Yeah. So I definitely love Ye. So he definitely one of my influences that inspired me to really push the boundaries of different sounds, different as far as the content of the music.
Yeah.
Because I can go all the way from Pro Black to something real pop. You feel me?
Okay.
And Kanye is pretty much the same. He has the same versatility. Even if it's just production, he'll produce something super hip hop and then go produce a dance record for Tiana Taylor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
yeah. And he definitely has that type of span.
Yeah, that range is crazy. So really, like I said, he really inspired me to push beyond the boundaries. So that's what I got from Kanye. I got, different things from everybody. So that was one of the things I got from him, Lupe and Common, as far as that content, that that introspection, that that self-reflection, that righteousness, that that hip hop, that core, that Chicago soul, that what we have. So that's what I got from him.
Yeah, our hip hop, it just had this soul to it.
That consciousness. I feel like it's that consciousness.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's that Midwest shit. Back then it was Motown, and in Chicago you had shit like Chess Records and shit. So we had this backing already in soul music. So we never really had to reach too many places for that. So yeah I agree. Kanye, Common, Lupe, yeah, all of those guys are real heavy hitters and great influences, by the way.
Yeah.
What's your take on today's hip hop?
Today's hip hop is different.
Yeah.
Today's hip hop is different. You know, it's a lot of mundanes. I mean, to be honest with you, you really got to search to find something different because the radio is, you know, you hear the same like sounds and beats and artists, so to speak. So you know, there is really good music, good dope music out there, but you know, the radio, you know, they got a program. They got a program director. They got a certain
Right.
you know, BPMs and cadences they allowed to play. They gotta fit within a certain box, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I like some artists. I like some new artists. Like I love Uzi.
Oh yeah,
I love Uzi. He's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love Uzi.
Oh, yeah.
I came late to Young Thug, but I like Young Thug, and I think Young Thug is dope.
Thug grew on me.
Yeah, I was late to the Young Thug party, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I think Young Thug is dope. You know, obviously I love Nicki. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's
I
dope.
feel like she's more of the new school. She's probably like the most prominent. Cause I don't really put Kanye in the new school vibe. You feel me?
Yeah,
So I feel like Nicki's probably like the oldest new school artist that I like.
Nicki is dope. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as far as like Chicago artists, Dirk grew on me.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Dirk grew on me. I like some of Chan's stuff. You know,
Chance is
I
dope.
like.
Chance makes feel good music, and I can't hate on feel good music.
Yeah, I can't even hate on that. Like all those records are really dope, you know. But I'm talking as far as like going in his bag with like acid rap and stuff like that, like the old the other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you know, music is different. It's different, you know, and it's hard for me as a creator of music, you know, because I listen to everything. I listen to country, from gospel to hip hop to like super street records, like Benny the Butcher to, you know, Pink. I listen to everything, you know. I go from Mary to Kid Rock. I go from extreme to extreme. I'm always listening to new sounds and stuff. So like, you know, my music doesn't sound as monotonous, you know.
Man, that's what's up, man. You know, I ask everybody this. Like back in the days, of course, we had tapes, we had CDs, and we had to get out here with them. We had actual merch. So how do you feel about the streaming age of today versus the merch and the CD days of the yesteryears?
I feel like, you know, now, like you said, back in the day, and I like, you know, and the style of music that I'm really leaning towards now is more hip hop centric and more like CDs and, you know, beatboxing and boom boxes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like nowadays it's not even CDs, it's USBs. As far as like you passing the DJ USB, you're not giving them a CD no more.
Yeah.
And with streaming and everything now, it's more about like going viral. And it's not really necessarily about the art unless you really got the algorithm down in itself. That's a whole nother story with like algorithm anyway. But it's different. You definitely have to have your merch together. You definitely have to have your merch together. And, you know, being, you know, from Chicago, you know, we one of the fashion mecca. So, like, I was always, you know, pretty savvy as far as my fashion sense is concerned. So, like, as far as branding, like I've thought of, you know, I have my own brand as far as This So Do Me as an artist, and then I have another brand as well, Black Conscious is something that I'm more passionate about, you know, which is beyond just the span of music, you know, it's a label, it's more of a way of life, more than anything, you know, so everybody's making music nowadays, and it's real easy to get out there, but, you know, you got to market yourself. Marketing is definitely a essential factor to a success for any business, let alone music business.
Yeah. I agree. I definitely agree, bro. I see you smoking on the good, man.
Yeah, man. So like eventually at some point in my life, I definitely want my own weed. Like I said, I have my own brand. I have my own brands. You know, I definitely want my own weed at some point in time. So, you know, I'm definitely an advocate.
What's your favorite high snack?
Hot snack?
High
snack?
Like when you lit.
Oh, I don't even know, man.
What's that one thing that's gonna get you right? You be like, ooh, I can go for one of these right now.
I don't know, probably like some. It depends on where I am, but right now it's probably some Harold's for real, like
Harold.
like some chick.
Say that, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's because I'm in the city right now. You know, we got Harold's on. Like, see, I do a lot of traveling, so like I don't be here like that. It's been a while since I've been back to the city. I'm about to buy a house, so like I'm buy a house somewhere. You know what I mean? I heard Ron Isley bought R. Kelly's old house, or one of the Isley brothers bought R. Kelly's old house. I heard.
Okay.
I was out in the Olympia Fields today. If y'all familiar with Illinois in the city, I was out in the Olympia Fields, and I heard one of the Isley brothers bought that house. So yeah, you know what I mean, I'm looking to buy a house real soon. But no, though, I'll probably go for like some pizza anywhere else besides Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm like high, maybe some tacos. I don't know. I'm a Libra, so it depends. It depends on what type of mood I'm in.
You come back to Chicago, you get spoiled.
Yo,
again.
I'm in the city. It's Harold's. You know what I'm saying? Harold's home run ins, Giordano's is like Pepe's to shit. You feel me? Talk to me nice. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, man. So, what do you feel was one of your best moments in music?
One of my best moments in music, I don't know, man. I would say, I'm doing great things now. But I would have to say one of the best moments that I had in music when I was a part of a group. You know, God rest A-Rab, rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
you know what I'm saying? When I was really with my brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, A-Rab, Jeremy, Boom, we had a little group, New Summit. We was running around the city. We performed. Y'all probably seen us around the city somewhere.
Shout out New Summit.
So I would probably say that was one of the most memorable, best times. You know what I mean? The music was phenomenal. And you know, just like I said, the love that we had from the city, from the shows, you know, that was, you know, probably, you know, top tier right there.
Yeah,
you know
man.
What I'm saying?
Shout out to them boys,
best.
Man.
Even though like we making great memories now and before that, but I would say that was one of the most memorable time I had with my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we was in New York. We did like me and A-Rap, we was running around. You know what I'm saying? New Summit, the group collectively, we was running around, but me and A-Rap was running around out here. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
We was real active.
You feel me, bro? Shout out to them boys.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, A-Rap.
Rest in peace, A-Rap.
Yeah, man. We still holding it down for A-Rap. So
that's right.
Love and blessings to him.
That's right. So what keeps you going?
To be honest with you, I do music for fun. Yeah, I mean, I got that passion. You know, I'm good at it, man. I'm good at it. I do it for fun.
Yeah, man.
You know, I appreciate the support that I get. So, you know, I got love. And shout out to everybody on Spotify because I'm always promoting Tidal this and Apple Music that, but I have the biggest following on Spotify. So shout out to my Spotify fan base. I appreciate all my fans. I appreciate every comment, every Instagram, every DM, all the stuff that, you know, I don't share. I appreciate all that. So, like, that also keeps me going, too, because it's like, especially when you know what I'm saying, the diehard fans, when they be like, all right, when's the next, you know, you know what I mean, when's the next show, whatever the situation is. Like, I appreciate all that. So that motivates me, helps me keep going. No doubt. It's really therapeutic for me, especially the last project that I've been working on. It's been real therapeutic for me. Like I said, Kanye being one of my inspirations. You know, when he went gospel, I've had gospel stuff sprinkled in all my music, but I've really, you know, I would say this is my, you know, if you're familiar with The Game, he had a record called Jesus Piece. I would say this is my Jesus piece. The music that I'm working on right now is my Jesus piece. You know, it's my Jesus is King, so to speak. It's my album that I'm really working on right now. It's called Faith Tested, and the music is sensational. No doubt. Yeah, like I said, I feel like studio therapy. Yeah, some people got retail therapy. I got studio therapy. You know, like I said, but it's my passion. You know, I mean, I get down. I got something to say.
Which city that you've traveled to already has like the best music scene?
The best music scene?
Yeah,
Atlanta. Easy.
Elaborate on that, man.
Easy. Atlanta. To be honest with you, the music in Atlanta, you know, Atlanta's so diverse. You know, because you go from all the way from Lil Jon to Outkast. You know, it goes from super like pro-black, spiritual, conscious to like, you know, I want to dance in a club, twerk type stuff. You know, it goes so crazy.
Yeah,
it really goes from one extreme to the next, and it's like, I say it's the best music scene because of the way the city is. It really supports his artists. It supports his, you know, producers. They have like beat battles in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They have
Real
like
talk.
the open mics are crazy there. Like
Real talk.
it's easy to be seen, get heard, like for opportunities as far as like stuff like that. So I feel like the scene is there is the best,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And right now I'm living in New York. So like I live in New York, New Jersey, and I have like hands-on experience of the scene in a few different states. So like
Mm-hmm.
out of all the states that I've been to, frequented, like
Mm-hmm.
I would say Atlanta's like the best.
Right.
For everything. You get everything. Everybody's in Atlanta. I mean, everybody's in everywhere, but
Right.
everybody's really in Atlanta though.
Yeah, that's like the crossroads right
Yo,
now.
it's like it's crazy, man. It's crazy because you got studios down there. You got everything's. I mean, everything's everywhere, but Atlanta is just like the right. It's been like the right now, really, for like the past 15 years, though.
yeah, Atlanta.
You know what I'm saying? It's
kinda,
like
they.
the past fit. Like they may have
I want to
lost
say
Freaknik.
25, shit, 15.
That's what I'm saying. They may have lost Freaknik, but like it just rose up on like a different level.
And
like
Atlanta pretty much carried hip hop.
yeah,
'cause
that's what I'm saying.
Had it not been for Atlanta stepping in and giving us all that great music, that party music, that club music, that feel good music, that get fresh music,
that's what I'm saying.
hip hop would have been boring as hell.
It got it all, man. It got it all.
I hear you, man.
So
from all the cities you've traveled to, which city? I kind of know the answer to this one, but which city stuck with you the most?
Chicago, my home.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? I always bring it back to the city. And like I've stayed true to my sound, regardless if I'm living in Jersey, if I'm in Atlanta for the time, wherever I'm living, I've stayed true to my sound. I only get, the vast majority of my production is from Chicago, but all of my records are mixed in Chicago because regardless wherever you go, every city has a sound. Obviously every engineer has their own sound, but every city has a sound, and there's a certain cadence and it's a certain tone that the city emanates. So like my sound, I've always wanted to stay true to Chicago, so I always made sure that if the beat is from Atlanta, if I recorded in New York, I got it mixed in Chicago, so I stay true to my authentic sound because
Right.
I'm born in Chicago. I'm a Michael Reese baby. I don't know where y'all from, but I'm a Michael Reese baby. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on,
I know it may not be named not Michael Reese now, but I'm a Michael Reese baby. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? I've always try to stay true to my sound, even though I'm from Atlanta. And like I said, the country comes out of me, but I was born in Chicago.
No doubt.
So.
No doubt. I heard you speak on the brand earlier, or the other brand, Black Conscious. Can you talk about when you started Black Conscious? Like, when did you start Black Conscious?
I started Black Conscious actually, but Black Conscious was birthed in Atlanta.
Okay.
Like I said, I've always had like a fashion sense, and Black Conscious started by me stitching my clothing. Like I was stitching, to be honest with you, I was stitching my hats, and I was stitching my hats, and then to the point to where I went to embroidery, because I was stitching like do-rags and stuff also. So I started doing embroidery on my hats to the point where people was like, where you get it from? I want one. Can I get one?
Right,
and it was like, I started doing so many, and my sisters were very influential on my life, and they were Black Panthers, New Age Panthers. So I've been a few Panther Party meetings in Chicago with Fred Hampton Jr., and I've always had this Afrocentric way of thinking. So I was like, all right, well, people like my designs from my do-rags and my hats.
Right.
So I decided to call it Black Conscious, because I adopted the Marcus Garvey flag, which is the red, black, and green. And, I just took it and ran with it in Atlanta. I started maybe 2014. I just been going loosely ever since. I've done private events. I've vendored all across these United States, from Alabama to Jersey. I've vendored everywhere, I've sold online. I've shipped across the world from Cuba to Sierra Leone. Like we've got shirts everywhere. And it's really dope. But I'm always working on the next thing. So I'm working on my next line of stuff, the pandemic kind of messed us up because we was coming out with a women's line and it set us all the way back because everything shut down. I had my biggest events booked, and then we got the pandemic, so it shut it down. So I didn't do the women's line. Eventually, I kind of put it on the back burner. So we're building back up to, getting the revenue and the momentum back going so we can officially launch the women's line exclusively. Because right now everything is unisex. Black Conscious, everything's unisex.
Right.
So we're building back up so we can launch the women's line. But we're online now, so
that's what's up.
DCIAP.com or oneblackconscious.com.
That's what's up, man.
I mean,
what are some things you wish you knew then that you know now before you started your brand, Black Conscious?
Then that I know now, I would say having a business is an ongoing process. You never, nobody's gonna have all the answers. You're always gonna be able to learn something. You always gonna make more money.
Right.
The richest person always wants more money.
Right.
So like, to be honest with you, I would say, I don't know, just focus on production or something. I don't know. Because marketing is always necessary. If design comes to you, I would say, just focus on production, getting costs down. Think of things from a business aspect, debt to income ratio, profits and losses, simple business fundamentals.
Right.
You have to be able to get the product for the lowest amount, because that was really my issue. Essentially starting out, my product was more than I was making. So like if you say, for instance, if you paying, hypothetical numbers, if you paying $10 for a shirt, and and it costs $30 to get the shirt made, you can't sell the shirt for $20 and make a profit.
Right.
You got to get your costs all the way down. So if that's owning the equipment, the facility, or having a good distribution system to where you can get the stuff made and printed, and then you get the product, and then you just work on packages and shipping.
Right.
I would, like I said, I would just work on the production aspect of it, the internal aspects.
So what makes a strong brand in today's market?
Consistency. To be honest with you, because you go to Nike's still Nike every day, all day. You know what you get, you know what to expect, the product that they put out. Walmart is still Walmart all day, every day. You go there, it's been the same. You can get everything, So I feel like consistency is very important for any brand, not just music, or you could equate that to any product, so to speak.
Got you.
I don't want to sound all boring in business, because I'm like,
I'm
really right now it's really like a lot of me, because of the fun part is pretty much done. I gotta lock in and I gotta get like 2 more records, but the fun part is pretty much done. So right now I'm really meeting with my team. It's like more like the business side of it that I really focus on, because creatively I have the records that I'm about to release. So
what's your process like in the studio?
Man, my process is crazy. It's, spontaneous. To be honest with you, I really have to feel the beat. I work closely with my producer, H. Dot. You know what I'm saying? So like, I work closely with my producer. You know what I mean? Really scoping and honing the sound. And when I really get a beat that speaks out to me for this project, I really wanted to write it more, opposed to like freestyle. For my last project, I freestyled the vast majority of it.
Word.
I kind of wrote bits and part of it, but I freestyled the vast majority of it. So for this project, I really wanted to write it, So I make sure when I get the right beat, that really speaks to me, to my soul, because the mission statement for Black Conscious is to invoke. And if I'm a representative of my brand and my company, I really want for every record on this project to be resemble and be symbolic like my first album was. Every record on the first project, it does something. You know what I'm saying? So for this project, I really wanted you to be able to feel it. So all these records, it has a soul. Right. I feel like that, at least.
I feel that.
So like, once a record really speaks to me, you know, I really go from there. You know, I may like freestyle and come up with a theme, but I really like been locked in, working, writing on these records. I remember I seen an interview. Nas said he wish he had a month to work on a verse.
Wow.
You know,
Damn, a verse?
A verse for a whole month to work on one verse.
Mm.
So I've always looked at stuff like that because he's one of my mentors and inspiration. So it's like I'm like, yo, he wanted a verse, and you know, I ain't mad at that. So like I really kind of took my time with writing, making sure I had the right. I want to, you know, because it's a message that I wanted to convey.
Right.
You know, I wanted this to be more introspective. I wanted it to be more hip hop. I wanted it to, you know, do more things than my last. I wanted to build upon the last concepts that I had in the past.
Right.
So I think I've accomplished that. So I'm pretty proud of the product that I have so far. So we come in. I wanted to do Christmas, but I don't think I'm gonna do Christmas. But I wanted to put it out Christmas, but we may come early next year. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll give y'all a single before the year's out, because I have it's ready.
That's what's up, man. In your opinion, what is one of the greatest attributes an artist could possess?
I guess that it factor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because regardless of, you know, some people have a way with words. Some people, I don't know, have like a look and aesthetic.
Right.
But some people just have like that it factor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like they're particularly more, you know, appeasing than the next person. It's just that like they just have it, you know, and I feel like that's an essential imperative factor. I feel like the most important factor as far as like a successfully commercial artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just need the it factor, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna name no names, but it's several people who've like can sing and dance, but they ain't made it. Like anybody can sing and dance.
That's true.
So like you really need like the it factor, you know what I'm saying? And as far as like rappers, anybody could rap to a hot beat, but if you don't got the it factor, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the it factor is the most important thing that you could have as an artist.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
If like, you know, the goal is like, you know, validation and success.
Right.
Or validation from like praise or whatever. So
I got a side quest type of question because it's not on my list, but it was something that I was talking about with one of the guys earlier on Facebook. So he was saying pretty much that gangster rap from the 90s is pretty much the same thing as I guess you would say ratchet and drill rap of today's music.
nah, it's not. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, I was.
They was about gangster rap in the 90s, because I'm like I love hip hop. I love all forms of music, you know, and I go in the crates.
Mm-hmm.
Gangster rap from the 90s was not about that. They was more about like hustling and getting money, and if you had to stick a move, you had to stick a move.
Right.
And they articulated that in a certain way. This shit now is different because it's more or less not about the drug dealer, but more of about the drug user.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
And
talk
it's
your shit.
it's more, it's different because there's some like scam culture music that's out there, but it's more about like doing drugs and like numbing pain and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like
bro.
sad
Yeah.
song, like these niggas is depressed out here, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's
These
like
niggas
way
depressed out
more
here, son.
depressed teenagers
So,
than it was back when
it's
I was
like
a teenager.
Teen angst.
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's weird. It's weird, and but that's what this generation is into. Like everything's dumbed down and fucking slow, man.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of this, you know, I don't want to get too political, but it's just a lot of this gender fluid stuff. It's weird, man. It's weird.
It's crazy
and rock
time
stars
living,
is different back in those times, but it's a lot of concepts and ideas that's being pushed that it wasn't back then. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel like
you know?
the ideas that I push now are more or less manufactured.
It's definitely political and
Yeah.
government that's involved. That, you know, I don't want to go conspiracy, but it's
right.
definitely you know, different ties to it, man. Like,
That's real.
it's different now, man. The music is different. Music is always changing and evolving, you know. But like I said, for the stuff that I'm working on and I'm about, I went into the crates. I listened to a lot of the old stuff that I used to listen to. Common.
Yeah.
I listen to Lupe. I listen to a lot of Tupac. I ain't gonna hold you. I went Tupac. Old Tupac is like dope.
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Like, we go back, Tupac. You know, one thing I did notice that Tupac he rapped about death a lot. You know, and
yeah, he wasn't afraid of it, man.
yeah, but he rapped about it a lot.
Yeah,
you know, and I
like,
don't know
almost
because
like
he
was
did pass.
infatuated with it.
I don't know, you know, because you know, I know I've heard that Beyonce's mindful of the stuff she says now, and because I'm listening to Tupac, I'm like, yo, he right, and I know he died. You know, they say, but he rapped about death a whole lot.
He had a few brushes with death. You know, before he died, like the one time when he had to I think he shot a cop or something like that. And then the other time, of course, when he was in New York and he got robbed, that was like, you'll get to rapping about death too, goddamn it. You'd have seen death, goddamn it, up close a couple times. So, but people don't understand. Pac, he was only 25 when he left.
That's the crazy part of me.
And they
that's
talk
the crazy
about
part about it to be.
They talk about the death row part of his career more than anything. When that was the shortest part of his career, was the death row part. He was only with death row for like 10 months. But that's
the crazy part about it, you know.
That's crazy, bro. So, do you have a top 5 artist? Can we get a top 5 out you?
Not really. It's in no particular order, and
yeah, it doesn't have to be order or categorized.
You know, I would say Kid Cudi, Kanye, Tupac,
Pac,
Nas.
I
don't know. I guess Jay-Z.
Jay.
I guess.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say J. Cole, but I guess Jay-Z.
I can rock with that.
You know what I'm saying? But I really rock. Cole is phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out J. Cole.
J. Cole is phenomenal, but I guess I would have to put Jay.
Okay. We give Jay his props. You know what I'm saying?
Cause Jay is nice. Nobody can't deny Jay is nice. He got to be top 5 for sure.
And he's definitely, I would say, consistent. If Jay dropped the verse right now, he wouldn't let you down. I give him that. If he drops some shit right now, it can be a EP or anything. It's gonna get heard.
See, now I feel some type of way because I ain't put Wayne in my top 5. I ain't put Common.
You want to revise it?
Who did I say?
You can always give honorable mentions too.
I said Kanye. Nah. You just said top 5. I ain't say it wasn't like a specific lyricist, whatever. It just said top 5. Yeah. So, for sure. I would definitely say Kanye, Nas, Tupac, Kid Cudi, and Jay-Z, right?
And Jay.
Jay-Z. Yeah. I got the same. I did the same.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, nothing wrong with that at all.
I love Kid Cudi. I ain't gonna hold you. Kid Cudi was my favorite. Kid Cudi's so fire. Kid Cudi.
I fucks with Cudi. I have nothing against Cudi.
Cudi's fire, man. He's fire, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm not gonna front like I ever got deep into his discography, but I've never heard nobody be like, man, that Kid Cudi whack as hell. I've never heard that.
Somebody told me that because I was like, what's the difference between Kid Cudi and Drake? They're the same thing. But somebody told me that Kid Cudi makes depressed music. that was a critique. I was like, okay, I hear you.
He ventures off into a certain space that most people wouldn't go to.
I hear you.
Or don't have the balls to go
Kid
to.
Cudi, I agree. I agreed with that statement.
Yeah.
Like Kid Cudi and Drake is the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah. You got some advice for like if you ran into your younger self?
Keep going, bro.
Keep going.
Keep going. Go even harder. Fuck that. No, not keep going. Go harder, nigga. Like my nigga, like you right. I would say you are right. Keep going. Go even. Not only did you keep going, you go even harder, bro. Do it. Yeah. Do it. Do it now. Shit.
There it is, man.
You know what I'm saying? I would be like, yo, you right, my nigga. Do that shit now. I know you think you're right, but you are.
You're right.
Do it now.
I'm telling you not. You were right.
You right. You got it. You got it. You are not wrong. Do not question it. Do not doubt. Go now.
Right. No doubt.
That's what I would say.
No doubt.
Type shit.
Do you have any final thoughts and shout outs for these people, man?
Man, I would just say the album's coming soon. The album's coming soon. I'm not ready to announce it yet, but I got something real big that's coming soon too. It's real big, it's coming soon. But for right now, we got the album is coming out. Faith Tested. That's coming out next year because they won't let me release at Christmas. I've been instructed not to. I've been, I listen. I do listen. So they said don't do it Christmas. I wanted to put it out Christmas because of the whole God aspect. But you're right. Let's not do that. But maybe I'll give a single some, this year.
Yeah, I don't think a single would hurt.
We're going full steam. I got events next year. I'm moving around. I'm real active. I'm getting real active again because we're done with the creative aspect, so I can, focus on promotional and performances. So I'm gonna perform a few times. We're in negotiations, so we're gonna do that.
That's dope.
We're gonna perform, and then I'm gonna keep going. So stay tuned.
Yeah, man.
Hey
man, plug yourself, man. Let people know how to get in tune with you, bro.
On IG, I'm always on IG. I'm real active. They're like, I'm like past due on deadlines because they want me to get on TikTok so bad. Everybody's like, yo, TikTok. I don't TikTok. Okay,
right.
You know what I'm saying? At this Odu on Twitter, this Odu on IG, this _ Odu on IG, THIS _ ODU on IG. So I'm still on IG. Fuck with the boy. At Black Conscious. At One Black Conscious. Everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. At One Black Conscious. The number 1 Black Conscious. Conscious CONSCIOUS. And that's everywhere. We got new merch coming out. I'm in the city right now, so y'all hit me up. You know what I mean? We shipping all over the world, but who wants it personally deliver it? So
that's dope.
I'll pull up on you. Talk to me nice.
My dog will pull up. Be safe, man.
I'm pulling up. I want to pull up, you know what I'm saying? Because I want that picture. We're going to put people on the website. We got a new website launching. So we're putting people on the website. You could be featured. If y'all want to be a brand ambassador, a model for us, we got opportunities. So I'm trying to be a part of the community. I love Inglewood. I heard the Inglewood Music Fest is like this weekend. Hopefully I'll be in town for it.
Oh, yeah, that'll be dope.
I heard that's popping off.
So
I'm always trying to give back and support my communities. All of them.
No doubt.
Across these United States and the world. So
yes, sir.
I'm with that. I don't know, man. What else? Don't call it a podcast.
Oh yeah, you gonna take me? You nigga took my goddamn tagline from me. Ain't that? He said,
I was just saying.
Hey man, with that being said, don't call this shit a podcast, bro. And we out.